What's up, guys? It's Dr. Will. You guys know the deal. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. If you're watching the replay, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. I am in Columbus, Ohio, getting ready to head home for actually one day, and then I'm off to Alabama. But I'm currently in Columbus. Where are you? Good morning, Lena. Where are you in the world today? Come on in here. Let me know where you are in the world. Lakeisha, good to see you. So let me know where you guys are in the world today. And then we're going to get started, because I got something I want to talk to you guys about. Cherie is in the house. So guys, I want to talk to you about getting a new operating system. And what am I talking about, getting a new operating system? What I'm really talking about is your mindset. Norfolk is in the house. Your mindset, guys. Your mindset. If you really want to go to the next level, you really want to achieve something great, you're probably going to need a new mindset. You're going to need a new operating system, guys. You're going to need a new operating system. And a lot of times, what we're currently embracing is not what we need to embrace to get to the next level. The things that we know today are not necessarily the things that we need to get us to the next level. There's some further information that you need. And so when I talk about getting a new operating system, it really is a challenging exercise to challenge the way you think, to challenge what you believe, to challenge your actions and your habits. It's one of the most, I tell people all the time, people that I coach and people that I work with, becoming a better you is going to be the most challenging thing that you have ever done in your life. Can I be honest with you guys? Success is not really difficult to achieve at all. Becoming a millionaire is not really difficult at all. Now, I know that only 1% of the population will ever achieve a high level of success and a high level of monetary worth. And it's not because it's not available. It's not because it's not available. It's because of our mindsets. It's because to achieve a high level and to accumulate a certain degree of wealth, you have to be a different person. The current person you are today is not the person you need to be to get to the next level. So that means there has to be a breaking down. There has to be a restructuring. There has to be a new operating system developed on the inside of you. Let me explain it to you guys like this. You guys know my story. I grew up in Compton, California. I love Compton. I love Compton. I love my family. I love my family. I love my mom. But there were some things that environment taught me. There were some things that my mom, or some things that I observed from my mom, that when I wanted to go to the next level, it wasn't going to help me. It wasn't going to help me. There were some things that my church taught me when I was growing up, that when I wanted to go to the next level, I had to redefine the game. I had to say, wait a minute, maybe what this person told me, maybe they were good intentioned, maybe they meant well, but many times they were incorrect, or many times they had never played at the next level, so they didn't know what it took to play at the next level. Me growing up in Compton, California made me grow up with a certain type of mentality that when I wanted to go to the next level, when I wanted to start exploring the world, the mindset that I had growing up in Compton was not the mindset that was going to allow me to get to the next level. It wasn't going to allow me to stay at the next level, and it wasn't going to allow me to achieve at the next level. Are you understanding? And so when you understand this, you know, give you an example. When you're using a computer, you may be putting new programs on there, and you keep putting new programs on there. You keep adding pictures, and you keep adding videos, and it begins to make your computer run slower because it doesn't have the capacity size to handle it. And so a lot of times when you start exploring, I remember when I started exploring a better life, I didn't have the current capacity to handle it. So what happens is, if you're trying to go to the next level and you're operating on this system that doesn't have the capacity to handle it, you get frustrated, you get depressed, you get intimidated, you get scared, you start operating in fear. You know how all those little signs start coming up on your computer? Computer running slow, low disk space, make room. See, for some of you this morning, life is saying you need to make some room. Life is saying that you need to get rid of some stuff. You need to delete some files. You need to add some more hardware space. What is adding more hardware space? It may mean you getting in some new circles. See, for me to go to the next level, I had to get into some new circles. But getting into these new circles were challenging because initially, I didn't speak the language of the new circle. So the circle was intimidating to me. They were using words that I didn't know. And I remember, guys, I would be in places and I would have my journal. Back then, I didn't have a journal. I had some 3x5 cards. And while people were talking, I would be writing down words. And I'm telling you this, sometimes I didn't even know how to spell the word that they were saying. I would just be able to get it just enough so I could remember it to enunciate it later on, and maybe somebody else could tell me what it was. But I would write down words because I didn't know what they were talking about. And I would go back. We didn't have Google back then, but I would go back, get my dictionary, look up the word, see what the word meant. And I had to develop my vocabulary. See, the language and the vocabulary and the way I spoke in Compton wasn't going to necessarily help me get to the next level. I didn't have to do away with how I talked in Compton. I had to evolve the way I talked. I had to add some more hardware space so I could add a new program. So I had to learn, okay, I didn't have to get rid of my Ebonics, but I did have to add a new language. I had to add a new program. And so for some of you, the thing that you're trying to get to, the person that you are today is not the person that it's going to take to get you to the next level. So you got to now recreate yourself. Every 2 or 3 years, I have to recreate myself because the current version of Will, I'm on Will 10.0 right now. And Will 10.0 is not going to get me to where I want to go. So I got to get to Will 10, 11.0 and 12.0. What version of yourself? Some of y'all are still at version 1.0, the version that your mom and your dad said you are. Some of you are still at the version that your teacher said you were. You need an update, guys. You need an update. You need an update. It's a mindset update that you need to go to the next level. And let me tell you about this. It's going to be hard. You becoming a better you, a better version of yourself is going to be the most difficult thing you've ever done. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be frustrating. Have you guys ever did like a computer upgrade and you wanted to do something, and then that computer comes up and say, we need to update. This may take an hour. But what you wanted to do, man, I need to get on here and get to this Word document. But it didn't let you in because they're updating. See, a lot of you want to get there tomorrow. It's not going to happen overnight. For you to do this reboot, for you to do this upgrade, man, you're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to walk away and go do something else. While this new system, while this new process is downloading on the inside of you. That little line, I remember, I opened up my computer, I would have in mind that I'm getting ready to do something, and it says updating. I said, come on. So I had to not just sit there and wait and look at the computer. I had to go do something else while I was getting an update. So don't get discouraged that you may not be where you want to be in life. Just be aware that there's an update going on. There's an update going on. There's some new hardware that needs to be downloaded in you. There's some new hardware that needs to be downloaded in you so you can perform faster, so you can have a greater capacity to hold the next level. See, at every level, there's going to be a new capacity that you need to be able to handle. There's some things that you need to learn how to, I've been so blessed. I get to be in some environments, I tell you guys, it makes my head spin. Last year, I was with the prime minister of a country, and there were some protocols. Let me say this. Okay, let me say it like this. Let me say it like this, because this is going to bless somebody right here, because this is going to help you. This is going to help you. Let me say this. Man, this is good. Because as you're changing, the people around you, either they're going to change with you or they're not going to be able to go. And let me tell you what I mean. As you're changing, as you're growing, as you're evolving, if the circle you're in right now is not growing, evolving, you guys are going to grow apart. So let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you this experience. I'm with the prime minister. Now, when I initially met the prime minister, she was a member of parliament. When I met the prime minister, she was a member of parliament. So we had developed a relationship while she was a member of parliament. I need somebody to catch this now. But when I came back to the country, she had been elevated. She had been elevated to the position of prime minister, and prime minister is like our president. So even though I had a relationship with her, even though I considered her a friend, even though listen guys, even though I had her number in my phone, she was the prime minister now. The protocol had changed. I need somebody to let your friends know the protocol has changed. The protocol has changed. And it didn't change because I'm better than you. It changed because I changed. I need to let you know, some people who had access to you last year, they may not be able to have the same access to you this year. I need y'all to catch this. The protocol has changed. Last year, my friend was a member of parliament. I'm having dinner with her. We talking, we chit-chatting. Man, how are you? How are you? This time around, she's the prime minister. The protocol has changed. The bodyguards are around. I couldn't just walk up on her. She's my friend. And I couldn't walk up on her. They said, Dr. Will, we thank you for being here. We need you to stand over here. But wait. And I had to check myself. See, because she had went to a new level, I had to up my game. She had went to a new level. So the protocol had changed. The protocol changed. So I had to check me. Last year we were eating dinner. Last year we were high-fiving. Last year we were just chilling. This year she was elected to prime minister. The protocol changed. There's some people in your life that didn't get the memo that the protocol had changed. That the protocol had changed. So because the protocol changed, I had to change. I didn't have the same access. Still friends. We still friends. Hey, AJ, we still friends. Access change. Protocol change. There's some people in your life that the protocol has to change. They had easy access to you last year. But now where you're going, where you're headed, you don't dislike them. You don't not love them no more. But the protocol has changed. The protocol has changed. And I hope you guys are catching this. For you to go to the next level, some things have to change. Some things had to change. And so I'm with the prime minister. Even though she's my homegirl, it was, ma'am, thank you for this opportunity to be here this morning. Thank you for this opportunity. This is my homegirl. But the protocol had changed. It wasn't just, hey, man, woo. I had to recognize, oh, wait a minute. This is a whole new ball game now. She is a head of state. She is a head of state. I had to change because she changed. And not in a negative way. She got elevated. The protocol changed, so I had to change. I had to change. And so there's some people that are in your life, they may not respect the transformation. They may not respect the change. And if they don't respect the transformation and the change that you're going through, hey, you can still love them. You can still like them. But you can't let them disrespect the change. Do you guys get this? Man, if you're getting this, give me some emojis or something. Don't let people in your life disrespect your growth. Don't let them disrespect your growth. Don't let them disrespect the changes that you're making. You know, we got to be on the same wavelength. We got to be on the same wavelength. And so my challenge for you guys is to, number one, check yourself. Check yourself. You got to check yourself. Is the current operating system I'm operating on, is it the one I need to get me to the next level? Is it the capacity that I need to be at to handle the next level? And this goes in so many different arenas, guys. And the next thing you got to do then, okay, is everybody, watch this now, because everybody has to be in sync. Every program, right? You know, if you're operating a Mac or you're operating a PC, everything that go with the PC don't go with the Mac, and everything that go with the Mac don't go with the PC. It's not compatible. You need to start asking yourself, are the relationships you're in compatible to how you want to operate? Man, guys, I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I experience. I remember when I was changing and I would go back to California and I would go back and hang with the homies. But I realized they were doing some things that weren't compatible to who I said I wanted to be. And so even though I loved them, even though I was down with them, even though we were loyal, we couldn't roll no more. We couldn't roll no more. You know, for those of you who understand the vernacular, You know, some of my boys, they still wanted to ride dirty. I said, oh, okay. I'm trying to be a world changer. I can't keep riding dirty. I love you. We got history, but we can't keep rolling. Because I'm rolling clean and you want to roll dirty. We clashing. We not compatible anymore. The system is crashing. That action is not going, that program is not going to work on my hard drive. It's not working on my hard drive. And so you got to ask yourself, man, are all these relationships, are they compatible to who I want to be now? Are they compatible to who I want to be? You got to ask yourself that. See, guys, this is not about, you know, man, do I love them? Do I like them? This is about you asking yourself, is everything in my life in alignment with who I say I want to be, who I say I want, where I want to go? That determines the relationships. That determines the relationships, guys. Your vision, your goals, where you're trying to get to, that determines where you go. That determines what you do with your time. That determines who you hang out with, who you invest time with. See, you don't even get to determine that no more. See, we not picking friends just because we went to high school together. We're not picking friends just because we like to shop together. We not picking friends just because we like to watch Empire. Now, my destiny determines where I go. My destiny determines who I connect with. My destiny determines this. I don't even get to determine it. I wish you guys are hearing me this morning. Your destiny determines this. I don't even get to determine it. I don't get to determine it. If I'm serious about my future, I don't get to determine it. My destiny is determining it. See, there's people, and I'll let you guys go. There are people who are jealous of you. There are people who are jealous of you because of what you're doing and the doors that are opening for you. And you don't have nothing to do with it. It's all about your destiny. See, this is why I never get jealous of anybody, because my destiny is going to take me where my destiny takes me. Your destiny is going to take you where your destiny takes you, and there's nothing I can do about it. See, once you realize what's happening for somebody else, if it wasn't happening for them, it doesn't mean it was going to happen for you. It doesn't mean it was going to happen for you. It doesn't mean it was going to happen for you. You acting like if the job didn't go to her, it was going to automatically go to you. You acting like if they didn't get the car, that you were going to get the car. See, it's people jealous of you because of your destiny. There are doors that are open for me, not because of me, but it's because it's my destiny requiring that door be open. It wasn't my intellect that opened the door. It was my destiny. It was the purpose of my destiny that opened the door. Had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me. And so when you understand this, you're never envious, you're never jealous, you're never competing with nobody, because you realize, man, my destiny. This is what the Bible says, and I'll let you go. The Bible says your gift will make room for you. It says your gift will bring you in front of the presence of great individuals. It's not even you, it's your gift. It's not even you, it's your gift. My destiny required that I'm in some places that I'm in. My destiny requires for me to meet some of the people that I'm meeting. It had nothing to do with me, it's my destiny. And when you realize that your destiny determines who you connect with. Your destiny determines where you go. Your destiny determines your habits. I tell you guys all the time, I'm here in my hotel room. It's old dark 30. My destiny requires that I get up at old dark 30. Maybe your destiny allows you to sleep in. My destiny don't allow me to sleep in. But I ain't mad at you, and don't be mad at me. My destiny don't allow me to. So guys, when you understand this, maybe your destiny is saying, I got to get a new operating system. The frustration that you've been dealing with, maybe it's because you're operating on a old operating system and you need an update. Challenge yourself. Do I need to have an update? Do I need to have an update? All right, guys, that's what I have for you. Before I hop on this plane to Phoenix, I just wanted to drop that. That was on me this morning. Wanted to drop that on you. Hope it helps somebody out. Guys, go out there. It's a brand new week. It's a brand new day. Go out there and be amazing. And I'll connect with you guys later.